Hello and welcome to another video reaction and vocal analysis. My name is Psamathes, but I'm also known as Alessandra. I am a professional singer for various types of projects, from soundtracks for video games to trailer music for films and TV series to sample libraries to my own projects for personal music releases, collaborations, and so on. I've been on different types of projects because my specialization is versatile vocals. This is because I've had training and experience in various types of vocal techniques and musical genres. Part of this is definitely because I've been a huge fan of Floor Jansen since her early days with After Forever. This is the second Nightwish song that I'm doing a reaction for. I've already reacted to the first single they've released for their upcoming album, so you can go ahead and check that out too if you're interested. And I'm really excited to check out The Day Off. This is the title of this song we're gonna listen and have a look at now. So without further ado, we're gonna talk about it throughout the song, and after the song let's go ahead and take a look at what they've cooked up for us in this new song.
A new virus has now been discovered.
Oh,
It may be infected by mundane groceries.
In an unprecedented turn of events, astronomers have recalculated the flight
Several
path
people
of
have been evacuated from the site, but approximately
Nice. This kind of
Take shelter, skies are homing, Armageddon second coming, war of the world,
Disco
the end of
vibes.
history. Take shelter, floods are rising, the wrath of thunder is drumming, end of days for mankind and for your kin. To those empty moments, fear more, in this grave new world of 84, fast death, last breath, AI to kill us all. Horse waste, covering London, Martians among us, Y2K, horde all aboard, the end is near.
always very modern lyrics. And they're a mouthful too, vocally speaking. Not this part. Sounds like children's party. Now it's going more epic. This is like getting into proper Nightwish territory now. The big chord transitions here. Intensifying. Someone picked them up. Fire riser. beautiful. Nice modulation. It's much more dramatic now. Like your depends on it. Melting it out. Very nice. And just like that, song is leaving us with this feeling of floating in space. We've literally gone through a big journey, right? Few feelings right off the bat. Beautiful song. I love that in this case they went with blending the core Nightwish sound with something a little different. I was saying the intro is a bit like classic disco sound, and then we have this more I didn't have the space in the song to say it, but we have this very modern electronic synth sounds, arpeggiating. We have this arpeggio like going in the background throughout several moments of the song, and then blending with the core Nightwish sound. I really like that it really spices up the entire song. The lyrics are a mouthful. Flor always has like a lot of things to say, very important, very beautiful. So one thing that is always challenging in Nightwish songs for her, besides the technique, the high notes that might go unnoticed because we tend to be drawn to those more like sparkly things, is the difficulty of really telling the story in the verses by enunciating and expressing the emotion and the message of these lyrics in the verses properly. And she has a really, I mean, it's not about having good English skills, right? It's about making the emotion. This could be in any language. It could be in Dutch, it could be in Finnish, it could be in Swedish, any language, but having the message and the emotions of what the song is trying to tell us be understood in our core, right? It could just be vowels, literally, but the challenge for the singer is to let us understand that through the singing, through the dynamics of each line in each note. And I think the mastery of Flor as a singer is in that, especially because we do have some really beautiful things at the end in terms of belting, of course. She is amazing at that, and it would be a shame to not let her go all out in the belting side of her vocals. But I think that really the skills and the artistry also, and especially, comes out in this and in terms of the music also, because otherwise it would just be an exercise, right? It comes out in these spaces at the beginning. We start listening to what the song is telling us, and then we get transported throughout the journey visually and musically first, and then visually with the music video. We've seen a lot of matching imagery to what the song is telling us about this virus, AI, and a lot of very important modern topics. And there's always a message. I'm just going off the images we've seen here, right, about evolution. Also, this is also a recurring topic in Nightwish music. We've seen from Endless Forms, Most Beautiful also, right? And this transports us all the way through the epicness that we have at the end. I think that the way music is done with pop music and mainstream music, now we're losing that a bit, and I love that Nightwish is not giving up on this way of making music in a storytelling way. Now we're just used to having the hook of the song right at the beginning, because we have very few seconds to keep the listener interested, or otherwise they will just swipe away and they're lost for us, right? It's one less stream or one less follow or whatever, but this is the kind of music that really stays for a long time. Focusing on the lyrics, focusing on the message of the song, on the emotion of the song. You can do it at all levels. I always say this. Another thing that I was saying that I really appreciate is the way the children's choir intertwines with Floor's vocals, with the choir riser. It's that little short choir that goes oh and then stops, and that gives a beautiful contrast with the types of vocals we see, and also a transition between different sections of the song. So as someone who does a lot of choir vocals, it's very beautiful to see different types of choir voices and choir types being used. And then we have a more epic and like bigger choir with bigger voices used towards the end. Also, when we get the bigger Nightwish sound and the song is transporting us towards the ending, the bigger ending, and we're floating into space with the sky full of stars. It's a really beautiful image. And then that choir and that big voice also stops, and then we're kind of left like floating in the air, literally. We have like 2 or 3 different types of choir being used in terms of style and technique. It adds a lot of variation even without having like a huge instrumentation. If you listen like to, for example, to the aspect of the orchestral part, mainly the guitar was accompanied by the strings. Usually we might associate children's voices in music with the innocence, or sometimes with horror elements, creepy elements. In this case it's used for a different purpose altogether, because the theme of the song here seems to be much more about modern day evolution, maybe getting out of our hands and us needing something to stay grounded. I'm looking at the lyrics very briefly, and it seems like we're going towards days of something maybe dark, scary, negative in terms of very different things that are happening and are not going a very nice way. And then we have this kind of voice saying, hey, we are the voice of something simpler and better, right? Towards the ending, Floor has this really beautiful belting. When I say there's modulation, I won't go into the music theory specifics of it, but very simply, the main notes of the song are changing. They can go up, down a different amount of times, but in this case they go up and they allow Floor to repeat the chorus, I think, in a higher range, and she can go into her beautiful mixed voice belting with her beautiful full and powerful vocal tone. So it's what we used to in many other endings. She can have this beautiful tone, right? And the way the song modulates, it not only allows her to go higher, but it also modulates in a more dramatic key. I think this is a very deliberate choice that makes the song more go dramatic, more epic and darker towards the end. Very beautiful song that is definitely meant to be listened to several times, and the video as well. I was just looking at it very attentively, but also there's a lot of messages in the video too. It's all a package of art, all in one, right? So you really have to pay attention. It's not just okay, we needed some images to put in the video so we can do the promotion for the album. No, in this case it's like we're planning something that gives an added meaning to the song as well. This is another song that makes me once again really excited for the entire album. I'll be looking at more songs. I've had my things over the summer. If you follow me on social media, you know what happened. So I encourage you to follow me on social media. They're all listed in the description box. You can also leave comments, let me know about other songs you might be interested in. You can listen to my own music. I've definitely been inspired by Nightwish and Floor's vocal style in my own projects and vocals. You can become a patron or support me with a coffee. There's many different ways that you can help. And of course the usual subscribing, leaving comments, and and likes is always a huge help. And I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully a Nightwish one or another type of vocal reaction and analysis. Thank you for staying with me so far, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.